Hi, I'm Ashy. Welcome to my January alphabet painting series. So this year I decided to choose a New Year's resolution that I feel like is actually doable, and that is for the first 26 days of the year, to paint a small, quick watercolor sketch that corresponds with the letters of the alphabet. This will help me be disciplined and help me paint daily for this first, month or so. And hopefully this will help me also build that habit of creativity and just pulling out the paints every single day. And it's just building that habit of creativity. Let me know if you have any New Year's resolutions that you are deciding on for yourself this year. I'd love to hear your different ideas in the comments. So for each of these videos, I'll be using the brand new sketchbook that I'm starting this year. It's Moleskine watercolor album. It's not the highest quality paper, but for quick watercolor sketches, it does the job. Let's jump in. Day 19 is S is for sunglasses. And I'm gonna do this one as a line and wash. And I'm gonna make the sunglasses lenses like rainbowy iridescent. So I'm just gonna kind of get a basic shape in for the lenses and then use my kneaded eraser to rub out the lines. But this way I kind of have a general idea of where to put the color, because I want it to really be concentrated mostly in the lenses. Okay. And then these will kind of be off toward the side, something like that. Okay. So I'm just gonna now rub out that pencil with my kneaded eraser. So there's a couple ways that I use my kneaded eraser. My main one is make a little log and then roll it to lift up the excess graphite. And that leaves a super light, pretty even marking. If there's one area that's darker, I'll kind of like dab it to lift up that specific area instead of rolling. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take kind of a medium-sized brush, this is size 10, and add some water to one of my lenses. And I'm not gonna make it perfect where it's just inside the lines there, because with the line and wash, I'll define the shape after with the pen marking. So I don't care if it's a little bit outside, and actually I want it to be a little bit outside the lines to make it more interesting. And then I'm just gonna introduce some different colors to that now, and my paints are already activated here. So I just tap that, get a little bit of that color, kind of tap it in. So started with the pink, and then I'm just gonna get a little bit of orange. My orange is really intense, so I'm just gonna kind of switch it off a little bit and then tap some of that in. Clean my brush, and then get a little bit of yellow, kind of same idea, rinse it off. Tap that in, let it kind of bleed out. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of blue. And kind of tap that in too. And then I'm gonna kind of tilt the paper to let it bleed a little bit. Okay. And blend it out a little bit. Get a little bit more pink. More intense color. Now I'm going to take some clean water and
kind of run it around there, tapping, letting it bleed out a little bit, and then I'm going to splatter in some color. And I think I'm just going to stick with blue and pink for the splatters on this one. Okay. Now, I have to clean up this side. I could cover this side if you're concerned about your pages and you don't want to contaminate areas, you know, just cover it, but I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so now I just have to let that dry and then I'll go over it with my ink. So let me, while that's drying, go ahead and do my S, and I'm going to use orange. For S. Okay. A little bit funky looking S, but that's okay. Is 4. And I'm going to use a light blue turquoise color for sunglasses. And I need to write this fairly small so that it doesn't go all the way across the page. So I'm going to try to write a little bit smaller, and working on still that calligraphy writing. So it's a light up, a heavy down. Sun, glass, is. Okay, so S is for sunglasses. And then once this is all the way dry, I will go over it in my fine liners. Now it's dry, I'm going to start with a 0.1, which is a pretty fine liner, or a fine line, but not my skinniest. And I'm just going to get the basic shape in, and then I can thicken up some of the lines if I want to later. I am trying to get these lenses fairly symmetrical. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but fairly symmetrical there. And then I'm just going to add a little double line at the top just for some interest, and then this one's going to kind of come down. Okay, and then here you're going to kind of see it, but not a lot, so I'm holding the fine liner more on the side so that the tip's not touching and it gets like this little interrupted sketchier line, and it makes it just appear kind of lighter. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of thicken up where the earpieces are. Kind of play with that shape a little bit. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now, just kind of add a little hint of a nose pad here. Maybe you can kind of see them sticking out a little bit. Again, just add some interest. And I'm just going to take an even finer liner here. So I'm going to go to my 0.03, which is my smallest, and add in kind of, again, kind of holding it on its edge so you can barely see it. They're these interrupted lines. It's very fine liner, very thin. And I'm just going to kind of add some lines into the lenses, just because I kind of think it'll look interesting and fun. Okay, there we go. S is for sunglasses, day 19.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to see when each of my new videos drops. Have an awesome day.